everybody. Largo is based in Switzerland, and we provide next-generation storytelling tools for the movie industry. Movies are very big projects, and each movie starts with a script, and then director creates a vision by selecting a budget and actor actresses and continuing with production, post-production, determining a distribution strategy. So there are an incredible amount of decisions that are taken during all this process. Now the question is that, what is the decision mechanism for all these decisions? The answer is gut feeling. Ego wars between the producer, director, and distributor in many cases. However, today, Netflix and Amazon are using data-driven intelligence to make many of these decisions, which make them very successful. And the problem is that their technologies are not available to the rest of industry. And we provide Largo AI as a solution to the market. So here you see a case study we did with Largo AI. Jupiter Ascending, a film with mega budget, $176 million, and also with a mega failure since it could only make $47 million in domestic box office. What we did, we took the script of this film, and then we fed to Largo AI. And it could predict this failure by showing its potential revenue between $39 and $60 million at script stage. And it could also show the potential problems. And one main problem with that film, it was finding was that the big mismatch between characters and then selected actor and actresses. It finds an average 55% of the match rate, while this rate is around 80% for successful films. So what is our innovation? We find the recipes, main ingredients of a content. For example, our system can understand how the level of drama is changing over the content, where it increases, where it reduces. It can do this with the script and also the video version of the film. Then at the next stage, from these patterns, we go to possible outcomes. For example, we can predict the possible box office revenue for the film, in which countries it can be more successful, and then how we can play with these patterns to make it more successful. Here you see our business model. We provide this service at pre-production, post-production, and distribution stages. And today, already more than 20 films are using Largo AI in their production for in-depth support, both from Hollywood and also Europe. We are achieving all this with a very passionate team having background in both computer science and film industry. Thank you very much.
And then for questions.
Based on the number of films that are being made every year, how big is the actual market for this?
The market, there is 3 segments for markets. One is like these blockbuster films. There's not so many films over there. But then we have these medium budget and small budget films. The number is very huge, especially for independent films. And then for them, it's impossible to develop, to create their technology team and then provide such solutions.
How do you measure accuracy of the predictions you're making?
So the accuracies we can both measure with the historical films, okay, by keeping them in our test data. So we are in general over 80% accuracy levels. But what we do, we also make like predictions every week before the films are released. And then we test ourselves. And then with this kind of real case test, we are again over 80% accuracy for the box office predictions.
And how is this being received by directors and artistic folks who are actually working on the films? I imagine they're probably not for AI telling them what to make.
Yeah. So, yeah, many people think this is only applicable for the blockbuster Hollywood films. But we don't agree. We see for many art house films, we can also find specific type of recipes. For example, for art house films, the focus is to get some festival recognition. And each festival has their own style as well, and we can successfully identify the patterns for that kind of target as well.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.